Hello guys, welcome to the first official video of the channel, and in today's topic we're going to talk about the differences between objectivity and subjectivity and how you can use subjectivity in order to type somebody more objectively in OP. So without further ado, let's get started on the definitions of what is objective and subjective. So objective is something that is relative to the object, while subjective is something that is relative to the subject. The way that that plays out in real life is that, for example, let's say that you go to a museum and you walk across this exposition, and you walk into that room and you see an object, and when you see that object and you just see the qualities that are proper of this object, like this is an object that is made of wood, glass, concrete, what have you, and this is an object that has a round shape, a square shape, a triangle shape. It has green color, it has no color, it has gray color. That is something, or those are characteristics that are proper to the object, which means that regardless of what I think about this object, they are going to be there. They are always going to be there, and they are going to be unmovable by my subjective perception. So, same example, look at the object saying, oh, I like this object. I really think that this object is really appealing, it's really intriguing. There's something about the color of this object I find quite seducing. There's something about the shape of this object that makes me think about something that is very calm, a place that is very joyful, very vibrant. That is me projecting my subjective perception into this object. Therefore, that perception of the object is going to depend on me. If I'm not there, or my perception is not there in order to project through that object, those properties that I project on that object are not going to exist. So with that said, the way that we can put it into OP is that while OP aims to be objective, doesn't mean that subjective is a bad thing. The bad thing is when you get stuck in subjectivity and you're unable to transit from subjectivity to objectivity. And I've been on the classes a couple of weeks, and I've seen this pattern, especially with Dave when typing somebody for the class. And he'll always start with writing down all the anecdotes that he finds appealing of this person. And once that he does that, is that he then starts to follow the objective method of cross-checking the different items in OP's checklist. And this way it's going to strip down all these anecdotes to the point that you are going to be able to see the pattern. And it's pretty interesting because indeed, while objective and subjective are the opposite sides of the same axis, you can use one side to get to the other side and vice versa. So I started doing that with typing the people for the class, and I realized that I was starting to get a little bit better, a 1% better, in order to be able to see those patterns. So another example that I can offer of how to use this is when you start typing someone, you see something on this person that catches your eye, that catches your attention, and you see and go, for example, this person, this friend of mine, or this person that I see on these videos uses a lot of analogies. It seems that 90% of his or her talk is analogy talk. Now, when you see that, you have two options. One is to get stuck into the subjectivity and go with that, and the other is to use that as a leverage point to go to more objective terms. So the way in which this example might play out is that you can either go and say, perfect, uses analogies, therefore is an intuitive. And then you are back into Myers-Briggs land. You are back into subjectivity because you're not really taking your time to dive deeper and see where does the use of analogy come from? Where does the behavior or the words or the actions that this person is displaying is coming from? And you don't see the bigger pattern that's underlying in his or her life that is running the game. So the other option is that you can say, this person uses analogies. Okay, I wonder where that comes from. I wonder why this person is doing that, why this person is communicating in this way when there's another more concrete ways to communicate. And you are starting to act as a secret agent that follows the person throughout the course of a week. And you start to little by little see the breadcrumbs that this person leaves in order for you to narrow down this person's type better. And what may end up happening at the end of the day is that either you do confirm that this person is indeed an intuitive and very rarely lives in planet Earth, or you are going to confirm that this person is a sensory person that is fascinated with their demon, and their demon is intuition. And the way that you can see that is that if you follow this person, you then start to see, oh yes, this person uses a shit ton of analogies. However, this person needs a lot of sensory backup. This person needs to involve in a lot of sensory activities, whether that is travel to another country or changing jobs or taking a lot of courses, going on Google or on YouTube to watch a video in order to understand a concept better so he or she can make these analogies way better. And you see that the intuition pattern, while is used quite a lot, it's not going to serve the intuition itself. It's going to serve the sensory function, and it's going to start to balance the other one, the intuition one that is weaker. But first, this person has to go through the sensory in order to, from the sensory, draw the abstract conclusions, whereas an intuitive is going to be the other way around. It's going to start with the abstract conclusions in mind first, and then it's going to go into the sensory and try to prove those abstract conclusions. So it's very interesting to see that. And also you need to be humble enough to type a person and forgetting about typing that person. You need to see a person as in trying to know this person. This person has something that caught your eye, that caught your attention, and you are trying to understand why this thing or this action or this way of living that this person is displaying and it's interesting to you came to be, how that came to be. So once that you take the time to analyze and to observe this person in that fashion, the easier is going to get to see the patterns, because also you're getting your own dumbass subjective perception out of the way. So not only you're getting out not only you're getting out that dump or that bump, sorry, you are making a transition and using your subjective perception to be more into a perception that aligns with reality. So I guess that's it for now. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and see you the next time.